Warm greetings from the High 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans on this Friday, December 11th, 2020. I'd like to bring you 10 information out of Dallas, Texas. And if you need verification for the storyline, please log on to NBC5. An arrest has been made in the murder of rapper MO3'S, known as Melvin Noble. Currently, there's a 22-year-old parolee currently in jail as of Thursday on the murder of Mr. Rapper MO3'S. Soon after broad daylight, this killing took place on I-35 East, RL Thornton Freeway in Oak Cliff, Dallas, Texas. A photo was soon released of the gunman to the public. Kawan Dontrell White has prior arrest and has just been paroled from prison earlier this year. Arrested Wednesday with the charge of murder and federal possession of weapons, violation of firearms by a convicted felon. Others may also be involved, and authorities are expecting Mr. White to give up the said names of the other parties. Criminal defense attorney Ray Jackson, who is not involved, gave this statement as well. He says, "It's like using toothpaste. You squeeze from the bottom and it comes out at the top. So you try to get as many people as you can that are involved." Mr. Jackson also says that on Instagram, photos of Mr. White were posted with what looks like to be guns and money, and he believes this to be very damaging to Mr. White's defense. It is also being stated that this was a hit, and that this was a hit orchestrated and paid by a third party. The feds are involved in this case, which leads to the synopsis that this is a bigger case, considering that they are involved, and it is also alluding to the fact that organized crime may be involved, and this could be considered possibly a RICO case. If it is a RICO case, definitely the acts of paying for one's murder weighs heavily on it being a RICO case. And with this being also federal involvement, there are more funds available to aid this investigation. Dallas U.S. Attorney said White was arrested on Wednesday in Oak Cliff by officers from the U.S. Bureau of Tobacco, Firearms, U.S. Marshal Service, and the Dallas Police. And there is also an affiliate of Mr. White in custody. So you see, you have this 21-year-old punk who decided to go out here and murder this man, and whether it was a hit or not, some are saying that on social media. I've seen that on several YouTube channel holders' content, that they believe, their opinion, that it was a hit. I didn't want to think that it was a hit, because my thing is I don't make assumptions about one's murder. But let's say that it is a hit. Why? Why did you, them, they, those order the hit of Melvin Noble? What did Melvin do to you? Okay? And if it was a personal vendetta, what did MO3'S, Melvin Noble, do to you? You see, as of late, there have been many rappers gunned down in the streets. The recent murders of Pop Smoke, King Von, are a testament that there is smoke in the city, strife in the city, madness in the city, venom in the city, and good old jealousy. And that's my opinion. I don't know these men. I don't know what they've done to speak on their behalf to say why they should or should not have been killed. But the point is, it is not your right to take a life out, especially if it ain't over nothing. And I got a funky feeling all these murders are over nothing. You see, we live in a terrible time right now, and it is sad that every time you look up, you're seeing violence of young men against young men, especially in the African American race. But with any race, it's wrong nonetheless, and it's disheartening. And it is sad to see these young men trying to make a living in the entertainment business to only be gunned down in the streets. And as I state, 9 times out of 10 over nothing. I'm glad that this heathen was caught, this bum. I am a MO3 fan. I was listening to him this morning, feeling some type of way. In a good way, really. Happy, but sad for him because he's no longer living. And my condolences to his family and friends and fans, because this is a travesty. And as I state, I do not know what the motive is pertaining to this killing, this murder, this assassination, but it is heinous. It is heinous in every regard. It is heinous. Snuffing this man out in broad daylight, chasing him down an open highway with other parties in their vehicles, shows you this person had no regard for life, no regard for MO3'S life, no regard for the other parties, and hell, not even his damn self. And the fact that he had just been released from prison on God knows what charge shows you he doesn't care about himself. 21, 22 years of age, he don't care about nothing. And now he's going to die in a Texas prison, rightfully so, for murdering somebody that 9 times out of 10 he doesn't even know. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I got a funky feeling, as I've always said, even if it is a one-party show, he probably does not know Melvin Noble. Usually, the suspects do not know the victim, because I think in a lot of these cases, with it being shootings, the murder of rappers, the suspects don't know the victim, and it is usually, sometimes perhaps, gang-related, clout, and good old jealousy. I will bring you more information when I get it pertaining to the death of MO3 and the arrest of this Mr. White. I am praying that all parties involved will be brought to justice, apprehended, because this is heinous, what was done to MO3. And what is going on in the street in general. It's out of control, and it's sickening, and it's saddening. It's quite disgusting, actually. But what can you do about it? Because you can't tell a grown person how to handle their personal issues with another party or their inner demons. Because I got a funky feeling that's all this is about, an inner demon. Send a henchman out to do a callous job. And I said that. The queen from the high 10. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. Thanks for joining me. Mask Up America. COVID is real. Prayers for my friend Miss Mary in Virginia. She is not doing well. She's not doing well at all. And I'm just devastated at my friend who is ill, who has COVID in ICU in Virginia. I'm just devastated at this moment. And right now, I'm just over bad news, terrible news, death. Queen has had just about enough. But I want to thank all of you for joining me. I want you to pray for my friend Miss Mary in Virginia. Pray that God brings her through and brings her out of that hospital. Amen. I will be going live in a little bit to discuss a case. I have an update to a case I brought you the other day. A suspect has been arrested in a death out of Nashville, Tennessee. And I will be back with that information. I want to thank you all for joining me. Lord, hit the like button and join me back here in a short while. I will be going live. Thanks for everything. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Bye-bye.